Good morning, dear children. Welcome to English literature class. Hope all of you are fine. So, after Merchant of Venice, the drama, let's go to the poetry part. Your first term syllabus has got two poems. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings and The Patriot. So, let me begin with the poem I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. Let's see the poet first. Here it is, poetess Maya Angelou. Maya Angelou is a powerful feminist writer of Afro-American ethnicity. So Afro-American means dark American. She belonged to the dark American community. She is a widely acclaimed author, poet, and civil rights activist who worked closely with Martin Luther King Jr. and Malcolm. So Maya Angelou had an extremely traumatic childhood, and her poem, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, written in 1969, tells of her life up to the age of 17. It is this poem that brought her international acclaim and recognition. So, in a way, this poem is an autobiography of Maya Angelou. And Maya Angelou, a black or dark American, Afro-American, suffered discrimination. And here you can see in this poem, during Angelou's times, African American people did not feel free as there were still many restrictions on them in society. The poem gives expression to the feelings of these black Americans. It deals with the oppressed people in the world, and it also deals with the problems related to race, gender, slavery, and freedom. In this poem, you can see two birds. The bird in the cage is a symbol of all African American and their fight for the freedom. It symbolizes a struggle of being a black author whose words are not heard and of one who longs for freedom. So here, the poem makes it clear that the encaged bird or individual may be physically restricted but cannot be stopped from singing and dreaming freedom. The person, that is the individual or bird, even if it is encaged, one cannot stop it from singing and dreaming for freedom. But a free bird flying with the wind has complete freedom and chance to fly again at will. No such freedom is available to an encaged bird. His dreams are entombed, but it does not give up singing or dreaming freedom. So, this poem gives a message that hope lies eternal. Now let's see the poem. A free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. So, the first stanza, the poet talks about a free bird. Free bird means one who has got full freedom to move as he wishes. So in this poem, in the first stanza, the poet says that the free bird has access to all this. All this means what to do whatever he wishes. And the free bird represents white Americans. And what does the free bird do? It leaps on the back of the wind. That is, of the free bird. It is the suggestive of white American leaps on the back of the wind. That is, he flies and sways with the wind in the evening against the orange sky. Evening times you can see the sky becomes orange. So in the orange sky, along with the wind, it sways and swings and flies wherever he likes. He has a right to claim the sky. And as he flies, he dips his wings downstream. So, a free bird leaps on the back of the wind and floats downstream till the current ends and dips his wing in the orange sun rays and dares to claim the sky. So, here, free bird is totally free and it flies and sways along with the wind and no restriction for it. Okay, so here he can do whatever he wants. Here the bird has access to all this, all the freedom. And here the orange color symbolizes prosperity. Now let's come to the second stanza. But a bird that stalks down his narrow cage can seldom see through his bars of rage. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied, so he opens his throat to sing. So what is the condition of the bird which is encaged? The second stanza is in sharp contrast to the first stanza. And it talks about the condition of the encaged bird. Here, its wings are clipped and feet are tied. So, it can hardly move in the narrow cage. The cage is also very narrow. And in the narrow cage, it can hardly move. And it sees through the bars of rage. That means it is angry. Rage means anger. It is angry and it is helpless. But even in this condition, it opens its mouth to sing about freedom. So, in the second stanza, you can see that the bird which is encaged, that is, which is put in cage, that follows a narrow cage. Okay, it walks in the narrow cage and can't move freely. So it is very angry. It knows that trying to make escape is impossible. There is restrictions. And still, because his wings are cut, feet are tied, still what he does, he opens his throat to sing. That means what does this symbolize? That it does not give up struggle for freedom, to attain freedom. Okay. It is opening his throat to sing means it is struggling, crying out for freedom, does not give up the struggle for freedom. Coming to the third stanza, the caged bird sings with fearful shrill sound. With a shrill sound it sings of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. So what's the condition of the caged bird? It sings in a very shrill voice. In such a shrill voice it sings about the unknown things. So what can be the unknown things here? Unknown things can be the freedom. And even though it is encaged, it does not stop singing. It does not stop dreaming of freedom. And his voice, he sings so loudly that his voice is heard far and wide as he sings for freedom. So here, the song of freedom is heard in faraway places. Even other suffering people hear this. And those people also, those who lack freedom, also hear this song. So loudly it sings. So here in these two stanzas, it is told about the encaged bird. Though its wings are clipped, feet are tied, it does not stop singing. and it sings in such a shrill voice about the unknown things. The unknown things can be the freedom. He has not experienced freedom. And his tune or his song is heard in far off places. It reaches in the ears of those people, those who lack freedom. The free bird thinks of another breeze. So again, next stanza. In this, we talk about the poetess talk about the free bird. Poetess says that the free bird thinks of another breeze, and the trade winds soft through the sighing trees, and the fat worms waiting on a dawn bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. So this is about the white Americans. That is, a free bird represents white Americans, and this free bird again wants to enjoy its freedom. It takes another flight. And along with the trade wind, it flies through the sighing trees. When the wind blows through the trees, through the forest, it makes a sound that is called as the sighing of the trees. And here trade winds. What are trade winds? Northeast. The winds blowing from northeast to equator or southeast to equator. That is called the trade winds. You must have studied in geography. And when the wind passes through the trees, it makes a sound. So it is called as the sighing of the trees. And it also sees fat worms. That is, fat worms represent rich food. Waiting on a dawn, bright lawn, and he names the sky his own. So, what do you mean by names the sky his own? It has got unlimited freedom. It can fly wherever he wants, and it can enjoy natural habitat. Okay, so how is the free bird? The free bird takes another breeze, that is another flight it takes, along with the trade wind through the forest, through the trees, and also it gets good food down in the lawn, and he claims the sky of its own. He says that this sky is my own. I can fly wherever I want. It is free to do whatever it wants. But a caged bird stands on the grave of dreams. His shadow shouts on a nightmare scream. His wings are clipped and his feet are tied. So he opens his throat to sing. So what's the condition of the caged bird? So caged bird's dreams are dead. Caged bird stands on the grave of dream. That means its dreams are dead. And it sees nightmares and screams. Bad dreams. Nightmares are bad dreams. And his wings are clipped and his feet are tied. So he opens his throat to sing. So again he sings. Though his wings are clipped and feet are tied, he does not stop singing. The caged bird sings with a fearful trill of things unknown but longed for still, and his tune is heard on the distant hill, for the caged bird sings of freedom. So the caged bird, symbolic of all the black people discriminated due to their color, sings so loudly that sings about what? About unknown things. Unknown things means maybe freedom. That is what not known to it. And its voice is heard far away. Even those people, those who have not experienced. So, why it is repeated? To show that it does not give up its struggle. Desperately struggling for freedom. Not giving up its struggle. Okay. So, just see the contrast. Contrast between the white Americans and the black Americans, the free bird and the caged bird. Black people were subjected to limitless cruelty that time. So here, the caged bird represents the Afro-Americans or the dark Americans. Okay, children? So, along with the paraphrases, that is stanza by explanation, Please read the poem 2-3 times and please understand it. Thank you.